Y'all, I guess famously are saying the whole line's coming back, except obviously Connor, who's out of eligibility. But kind of how's that feel to have that group back together, and what went into the decision y'all made to all come back?
It's real good to have everybody back and just talking about everything we've been accomplishing throughout the year and just knowing we can build upon that. And we know that we can make sure that before any of us leave, we can set a stone for any old lineman coming in and making sure everybody know what we're trying to do out there, how physical we're trying to play, how fast we're trying to play, and just making sure that going into next year we can build upon that and be even better.
Why was this unit able to be so good the second half of the season?
It was really just building reps with each other, getting more confident playing with each other, just knowing more of what to do, knowing more about the defenses, learning more throughout the year. And so when you just add all that up with everybody's chemistry that we already got and we're still building on, that just sets you up for success down the road.
Kelly? We haven't talked to you since you guys were going bowling, but just you've been through this whole thing here. How satisfying is it to be playing football right now and to have practices and have a bowl game ahead of you?
Oh, it's very good, especially since this is my first bowl game ever and all that, just going through the experience, just finally seeing what you can do when you go to a bowl game and just really seeing how you can really build upon what you're already building and getting ready for next year with these bowl practices, especially with the young guys. So it's real good for everybody just be getting those extra reps out there.
Okay. Jordan, regarding your decision and the unit's decision to stay, I would think that given your experience, now you played, your size, that if you'd wanted to go out there and test the market, there probably could have been some opportunities. Did that at all, did you think about that as an possibility?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Did you think about going into the portal and kind of seeing what's out there as a possibility for you?
Oh, no. I never thought about that. I know, just for one thing, just coming out of high school, I knew that I always wanted to be here no matter what. And Coach Key played a big involvement in me coming here out of high school, and just seeing what he's building and seeing what we can keep doing while everybody's still here before everybody leave. I just want to make sure I'm a part of that.
Chad?
Tell us about Coach Wade and some of his tactics and how you've gotten along with Coach Cheap Wade.
It's not really anything about getting along with him or any tactics behind it. He's just overall good dude, good coach, just fun to be around, fun to talk to. He's easy to talk to. I guess you could say that's a tactic, and really just everybody bond well in the O-line room. Everybody know each other good. Everybody good friends, and so Coach Wade's like a coach and a friend to us, and that's a really good connection to have with your coach.
What have you seen in bowl practices, getting to see some of these younger guys? Anyone catch your eye on either side of the ball?
Younger guys. You gotta let me think. James Blackstrand, he been doing good. Who else? Let me throw a lineman out there. Ben Galloway's getting good at guard. You got him. You obviously got Ethan. Ethan's still getting better and better. And then who else the younger guy I could throw out there?
Defensive guy?
That's what I'm trying to think of right now. I'm trying to think of a defensive guy. DJ Moore, he been learning more and more about corner. He getting better at that position. He doing good. Am I allowed to say Eric? Am I allowed to say Eric? Eric's still improving. I still see improvements in him all the time. But you already know. You already know what he be doing. That's pretty normal. That's all I can think of right now.
Anything else? Ken and then Chad?
So far, at least, regarding the portal, there haven't been many kids from the team that have gone in. I'm curious if that's something you noticed, and that says something about kind of what you were saying about, wanting to be here and wanting to see where things go with this team.
Yeah, that's pretty much everybody just want to be here. Everybody want to see where this go. Everybody love what we doing right now. Everybody got good connection on the team. Everybody friends with everybody. So at the end of the day, we just want to see how far we can go with each other.
You mentioned Coach Key. We might have talked about this at Media Day, too. I mean, he's an offensive lineman. Is it fun to play for a former offensive lineman? Any more pressure to perform knowing your head coach is
it's not really any more pressure. He does a good job making sure he takes the pressure off of you, and he's still O-line coach at heart. If any of y'all watch practice, he still be at the O-line chewing us out left and right, doing all that, and love to have him with us. We love to have him with us.
Anything else? Ken?
I want to ask you about Eric Singleton. He's obviously not someone you're with a lot, I suppose, but tell me about maybe something most people don't know about him, or just what you've seen of him in his freshman season.
He one of them guys that's a little quiet unless you talk to him. Like, he be cutting up in the locker room and stuff. He fun to be around. He funny and all that. And then on the field, y'all already know what he can do on the field. He a target. Great player. He gonna be good. Get even better in this offseason. The strength program, conditioning program, all that. So he's gonna be playing good here for a long time.
Does it excite you to see the jump you guys made offensively this year? And there were a lot of times where the consistency wasn't there yet, but you guys were able to make plays and move the ball so much that there's still a lot of room for improvement, and yet you were a top 35 offense this year.
Yeah, that was extremely – it felt good. It felt good for sure. And then especially running the ball, that felt good, and just being able to just execute the scheme we got. And everybody realized in, like, spring and fall camp that we got like, a really good playbook, and we can build up off this. So that really just had the whole offense excited from the jump, and that's shout out to Coach Faulkner.
Anything else? Can you talk? You had a huge freshman year and shocked a lot of people, and I know you weren't happy maybe with the level of attention you got out of high school. Yeah. What went into your decision to stick around? A lot of guys in your situation might have tried the portal to see what was going on, but what made your decision to stay at Tech?
I mean, my plan when I first originally committed here was to be a part of this program. I had no plans of leaving, so that's really it.
The portal works in funny ways. Did you hear from anyone, or were people hearing from people that saying, hey, you might want to consider School X, there might be some opportunities for you NIL-wise?
I mean, yeah, it was some schools reaching out to my parents and other family members trying to reach out to me, but, this is where I wanted to be at, so that's all that really mattered.
How has your relationship with Haynes King developed this season, and how excited are you to play with him for years to come?
Haynes is a really good guy, and I really like how he throw the ball. He gives me the ball, and it's my quarterback, so we got to have a great relationship.
I imagine you had some thoughts about what you would do, like as a freshman, but how is this kind of stacked up versus what your expectations were for yourself, how you played this year?
My goal before the season was just get on the field, but my dad told me he wanted me to be freshman All-American, so I had to make it happen for my dad.
So when your dad told you that, I mean, what was your mindset, I guess, coming in, that you had to do it, or was it a lot of pressure? Or?
I was really just focused on getting on the field. I just wanted to be on the field. I just wanted to play as a freshman.
Can you talk a little bit about Coach Crawford? He seems like a guy who maybe is not getting enough credit for what he's done with you guys in the receiver room. Just what's he like, and how's he helped you shape your game?
Coach Crawford, he really loves us, and he just wants us, he stays on top of us, make sure we're doing everything right the way he likes it.
Okay.
I guess one more thing about this. Like, do you see your decision as kind of unusual in that, I'm guessing you turned down opportunities to make, put some money in your pocket as opposed to staying, and not that you're not here, but that you could have, you're making a decision and then a statement about maybe where this team is, and as opposed to saying, I'm going to go chase something else.
Really, yeah. I'm just like a person that's like, I like to stay down, remember I came from, and no reason to really leave. I got everything I need here.
David?
Yeah, just what does it mean to go bowling, and how will these extra reps help you guys?
It means a lot, especially with them not going to a bowl game in a minute here. Being a part of this program, changing that, it's been a blessing.
I'm curious, with your, looking back at the year, and obviously even going back to the first game, you made an impact. Was there a game, or even before the season started and in practice, where you realized, with my speed and ability, I think I can maybe have a decent season?
Yeah, throughout the whole summer in camp, I was out there making plays. Everybody was making plays, but I made some plays and got me on the field.
What has it been like going through bowl practice? And obviously you don't have anything to compare it against because you're a freshman, but just has it been fun to have like an extra game and these extra weeks of practice and all that?
Yeah, it's been fun. Everybody's out there having a good time. We're getting ready to play UCF, that's all.
Is there a favorite play of yours from the season?
A favorite play?
Yeah.
It's probably just my first touchdown against Louisville, just because it was my first touchdown. So, I scored. That's it.
Anything else? You walked it on senior day. I feel like you still have time, like another year if you want to use it. Have you made any decisions about what you're doing?
I did walk on senior day. It was kind of a family thing for me, just being there with my family in that moment, something we really wanted to do, and I appreciated that. Coach Key allowed me to do that, but no, I do have another year. I plan to play. Yeah.
Yes, you get to go against this offensive line, your teammates on offensive line every day. Describe maybe how far they've come and how tough they are to face every day in practice.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a real testament to how far they come with how cohesive they are. From being on the defensive side, going against them, it seems like whether you beat one man or not, the second man or the help is there quicker, or they're just there connected quicker. So I think the chemistry is being built well, and then with a lot of guys returning, that'll even grow stronger and stronger. So I think that's what the big thing is there.
D'Quan, it seems like in the last few Decembers and Januaries, a lot of guys were, going in the portal and posting on Twitter and so forth. And it seems like it's slower this year. And I'm curious, can you describe kind of what that has felt like? I don't know if you were aware of these people moving up until they post or not, but just kind of what that felt like to have guys you played with and I'm sure cared about leaving, as opposed to and what it's like this year.
Over my time, a lot of guys have left, a lot of guys have come. I think that's guys just seeking opportunities, seeing where they best fit. But as far as here with the, like you said, the numbers being low, I just think it's a good bond that the coaches are developing with players and players are developing with other players, so where guys may not want to leave as bad. So I think that's what it is.
What's it been like to be practicing in December for the first time? And I know you've been through the full struggle of this, of the last few years. What has it been like to be back out there?
No, it's definitely different. It definitely feels like kind of it's a new thing. It's a new thing going on, and we want to continue to stack those bowl appearances. But no, it's definitely different being able to not being home right now. Honestly, not being home with my family. So. No, and I appreciate it because we get another opportunity to play.
You know anything about UCF? Have you looked at them at all yet?
We've gotten into it somewhat. I'm familiar with them from last year. With they have a mobile quarterback. So yeah, we've gotten into it somewhat, but not too much yet.
How have the bowl practices been going? And speaking of all the retention that's staying and coming back, what do these extra practices do for the program going into next year?
Yeah, so bowl practices have been really, really smooth for us. I think the biggest thing is that guys are still staying competitive. We can't go against other teams, so we're going against each other. We're fired up about that, just being able to come out here and practice. So I think that speaks a lot to guys wanting to come back. I mean, it's just a great feeling, great bond with all the practices we're having.
Patrick?
D'Quan, going back to August again, like we did a minute ago, reference your teammates, but this time with attention to your development. How do you feel you've done in the past 12, 14 weeks in terms of your technical skills, especially on the pass rush, if you don't mind?
Right. As far as my development, I think I just wanted to, compared to last year, I wanted to be more active whenever I pass. You asked about pass rush, so I want to be more active in my pass rush. Being able to get to the quarterback, being able to affect quarterbacks on more plays than I have been previously. And then as far as a run game for me, it's just being firm with my technique. I mean, I know what to do. Over the past few years, I've learned my technique, and it's just about being able to do the same thing, exact same thing, every play, and being consistent with it.
Okay.
Is practice structured in a way that the younger guys who maybe didn't get as many reps in the season are getting more turns?
One more time.
Is the practice now being structured in a way that the younger guys are getting more chances to get reps?
Yeah. So young guys do get opportunities out there. If I get in the season where it'll be a little more ones and twos, and we're getting a little deeper in the rotation, just so guys can have opportunities to show their skills.
I was going to ask you about one of those young guys, Shameik. Just kind of what have you seen from him and his development?
Yeah, I think Shameik's going to be really good. He's, in my eyes, he's still just a little young, still a little raw, but the potential, the flashes, everything is still there. Biggest thing is that I think he's just, like I said about technique, just knowing what to do and when to do it, stuff like that. But that'll come with time, and I think he'll be good.
Anything else?